Welcome back to Scratch Ankle. I hope everyone's doing fine on this sunny day. Seen Miss Icy there. She looks great today, don't she? Getting better each and every day, like we are. So I made a video the other day about healing, releasing emotional scars. And I wanted to share a story on healing an emotional scar that took place for me this past week. So I'll get right into it. So I've known this friend for about close to 25 years now. We spent our first semester, well, I guess our first year together in college, and great experience. Good buddy. Learned a lot from him. His name's John, and I'm sure he'll watch this video and he can chime in on the comments. But so John, we had and I'll tell a little bit about John, and then I'll get to the story. So John had the first great year of college. You know, we were, best friends. We did pretty much everything together. And so John, he ends up leaving our college and going to another, to finish out his degree. And it just never felt the same for me down there at school. So we get past a few more years, and old John, he's gonna get married. And we're best friends, and I wasn't gonna be the best man in his wedding, but I was gonna be probably second, whatever that's called, just a groomsman probably. And so John, he calls me up and he says, "You want to be part of the wedding?" "Yeah, hell yeah, sure. You're my boy, right?" So during this time, I'm working another job, and I'm trying to get out of that place. I was working at a juvenile camp, and it's, while helping those younger souls, it does kind of take a toll on you. If you've ever did anything like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I start a new job at the local casino, and I guess I'm so excited about getting this job that I forget to tell them that, hey, my buddy's getting married here in about a month. So I get the job, I start it, and it's like less than 3 weeks before he gets married. Well, I'm like, shit. And then it comes back to me, I'm part of a wedding. And this is where it don't go too well from my end. So I was scared. Just got this job and was afraid to ask off for this wedding. Now, if I could go back and do it, of course, how I'd do it. But at the time, you felt, well, maybe I'll get fired. Maybe, they're going to think this about me, that about me. So what do? I check shit out, make the wrong decision, and put that job before my friendship. So he goes on and gets married, and he's doing great for himself. I'm very proud of John. And that decision has stayed with me for 18 and a half years until this past week. And what happened is anytime I'd think of John, I would think of that situation. Hell, I let John down, and it's ate at me day in, day out. And it's not a life or death situation, but it's still, if it comes upon your mind like that, and it's a negative or a feeling that just doesn't sit right with you, it's meant to be healed and released. So me and John, we go see each other, and I'm telling him all what I'm kind of into now and doing, and of course he's following the channel, and he kind of knows, and I'm telling him all this. Well, me going in to the meeting, to lunch, I have the plan to release this to him. I'm going to talk to him and just settle it like a man, like I should have did. Well, it shouldn't have ever happened, but I should have settled it years ago. And John, he mentions, he says, well, hell, that ain't even really bothered me. But every day for 18 years, it sat there and bothered me because I made the wrong decision. And it affected him, but it didn't affect him like it did me on that level. When something doesn't resonate with you, and you have to live with that moment or that situation years upon years, it takes a toll. And by having that conversation with John, and just saying, look, man, I should have made a better decision. I should have did this, and if anything else comes similar in this lifetime or next, I'm gonna do right by you. John, he's cool about it and kinds of laughs it off, and and I was able to release that after holding on to it all these years. And I've got bigger scars than this one that I'm telling you, and I'll share those journeys and incidents with you as we move on. But to be able to heal that with John, maybe gained 1% of a soul fragment, got a little bit better, release that off my table to where I'm on to the next. And I just wanted to share this with you and let you know kind of what I'm talking about, how we need to heal and release these emotional scarring, because just little things like that is what I'm talking about. And it just fragments your soul, maybe just a little, or it could be a lot depending on the situation. And it just takes away your power. It just takes away from your consciousness. And the work that we've got to do, when you hear people say you got to put in the work, you do got to put in the work. And it's releasing these, it's taking care of your temple, it's tapping into your higher self, and really those three, that's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And so I won't get too far in on that. I do thank you for joining me today, and get out there and get better. You have a scar. Tell me about it. Let me know how you were affected maybe in this lifetime, and how you've transmuted it into the violet flame and you've released. I do thank you for joining. I love each and every one of you, even though if I don't know you, we're the collective. One thing, and you know what it is. Stay strong and fly high.